So the first question is, do you feel there's an innate acquisition device for language acquisition? So in your brain, do you feel like do you believe there's something that we already have naturally and biologically that helps us learn language?
Well, I think that we must, otherwise we wouldn't be able to. How would we learn? I mean, there must be something built into our brain. Otherwise, yes, I do believe that. Because if it's not built in, if that mechanism isn't built in, how does a baby learn to talk?
And so, like, what experiences have you had that make you believe this? Or what have you seen watching people learn to speak, or, with the Burmese refugees?
Well, it's interesting because when Anne and I were little, apparently we spoke to each other in a language that other people couldn't understand. So that would mean that language just spontaneously happens.
So right. It was like was it sounds or actual words?
It was sounds that my parents couldn't understand, but it was clear to them. Like, I crawled after Anne, so we would have this conversation, and then she would go get me something and bring it back because I couldn't crawl yet.
So you would crawl, or she would crawl.
We would talk. We would
jabber.
She would go crawl and bring me something.
How old were you?
However old when you're starting to crawl. And
so like 9 months or
I don't know. I mean, I don't remember it. I don't remember that.
Interesting.
But Mom said it just seemed like we were having a conversation.
Somehow using some form of communication. Okay, that's cool. Have you noticed anything with your students that would be like unexplainable ways that they were getting something that like you didn't teach them, or that they probably didn't learn in a book or from school?
Well, I noticed that Nadaya, when I was sitting at a concert with her, we were having a conversation. And I said something to her, and about 2 sentences later, she totally said the same thing back to me, but not in a mimicking way. She just used it in a conversation, and I was like, whoa, she just learned that.
Do you remember what it was, like, about?
I said something about something that I liked in the music. And a few minutes later, she said, I don't remember exactly, but she said, oh, I like the blah, 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 blah. I mean, and her inflection and everything was exactly, but it wasn't just parroting. It was just like, it was weird, actually. It was I was surprised by it. I was like...
Do you think she understood what she was saying?
Absolutely.
So it wasn't like she was just like, oh, you didn't say like, I like the way that the flute sounds, and then she didn't say like, flute sounds good with these other things. Or, I mean, do you think she really got what was...
She knew what she was saying back to me. Like, maybe it was like I said, I really like the harp. And a few minutes later, she said, I really like the bells. But
it was more in depth than that?
No, it was a short thing, but it was like she had understood what I was trying to convey to her, and then she tried to convey to me how she was feeling and what she liked in the same way that I had said to her.
And how old is she? 7?
She's, I don't know how old she is. She's in 2nd grade, but that doesn't mean anything because they just put them wherever they think they should go, not by age. So she's probably 7 or 8.
That's cool. Okay.
Anyway, that was very surprising to me. I realized that she was it seemed to me that she was picking up by osmosis how to communicate a feeling. Because then we were talking, and all of a sudden I went, we just had a full conversation without any pauses, without her reaching for words, without me thinking, oh, she doesn't speak English.
Right.
We just had this whole thing. So, I mean, because she's that young, it's
just goes in so fast. Like
yeah.
Cool.